As my life changed, then my priorities changed some too. Once you had children and, you're enjoying life.
Alan Jackson, the iconic figure of American country music, a man who has captured millions of hearts with his soulful voice and deeply emotional songs. Yet, behind the glimmering spotlight lies a journey filled with turbulence and tears. His seemingly unshakable marriage to his wife, Denise Jackson, once teetered on the brink of collapse. And just when peace seemed to settle, illness struck, plunging them into some of life's most harrowing battles with cancer and a rare disease. What enabled them to overcome it all? What love, faith, and resilience helped them endure the storms? Stay tuned to this video to uncover their deeply moving story and join them on a journey of challenges you simply can't miss. The first meeting between Alan Jackson and Denise Jackson marked a pivotal moment, laying the foundation for a love story that has spanned over 4 decades. It all began in 1976, when 18-year-old Alan Jackson made a bold and unconventional move to grab the attention of 16-year-old Denise, a vibrant and lively young woman working part-time at a local ice cream shop where Alan was a frequent visitor. In an effort to leave an impression, Alan tossed a coin into Denise's shirt, hoping the quirky gesture would catch her notice. Although surprised, Denise wasn't immediately swayed by Alan's playful antics. Not one to give up easily, Alan decided to take things a step further. After Denise got into her car to leave, Alan stealthily hid in the back seat and surprised her just as she was about to drive away. This audacious and unexpected move not only made Denise laugh, but also marked the beginning of a memorable love story. They quickly grew close, sharing simple yet joyful dates filled with laughter, conversations about life, dreams, and hopes for the future. 2 years later, on Christmas Eve, Alan proposed to Denise amidst the warmth and glow of the festive season. With a ring and a promise of a happy future, Alan surprised and touched Denise with his heartfelt gesture. His simple yet sincere proposal was accepted, opening a new chapter in both of their lives. The couple tied the knot in 1979, when Denise was 19 and Alan 21. Their wedding was a modest and intimate affair, attended by family and close friends. Without any extravagance or glamour, their ceremony was a testament to their genuine love and mutual trust. The early days of their marriage were far from easy. Denise began her career as a teacher before transitioning to work as a flight attendant. Meanwhile, Alan worked in the mailroom of the Nashville network, performing at small bars and local events in pursuit of his musical dreams. Despite the hardships, they stood by each other, sharing their dreams and facing challenges together. From Alan's playful antics during their first meeting to his heartfelt yet simple proposal, their love story was built on sincerity, perseverance, and unwavering trust. No one could have predicted that fame would become the greatest storm to sweep through their relationship. As Alan's career skyrocketed in the 1990s, fame brought not only glory, but also temptations and pitfalls. The relentless touring schedules and constant time away from home gradually pushed Alan and Denise into 2 separate worlds. For Denise, who had always been the steadfast support behind her husband, it was heartbreaking to see him drawn deeper into the whirlwind of fame, growing more distant with each trip. Feeling isolated and hurt, Denise began to sense an ever-widening gap between them. The peak of their estrangement came in 1998 when Alan admitted to being unfaithful. Alan's betrayal was a cruel shock for Denise, who had sacrificed her own career and dreams to stand by her husband. "I felt like my entire world collapsed," Denise shared in her memoir. She spiraled into a deep emotional crisis, grappling with feelings of worthlessness and loss. In the months that followed, Denise not only struggled with the pain of betrayal, but also the pressures brought on by Alan's rising career. She confessed to feeling consumed by her husband's dreams and their shared life. "I gave up the job I loved to follow his dream, and in the end, I lost myself," she said. Instead of walking away and letting their marriage crumble, Denise turned to her faith for solace and strength. In that dark time, she realized that love wasn't just about romance. It was about compassion and the ability to forgive the person she loved most. She chose not to give up, confronting the pain and working to rebuild their marriage from the shattered pieces. Alan, too, was not spared from guilt and regret. His infidelity brought neither happiness nor liberation. Instead, it made him realize the true value of his family and the love he shared with Denise. During their separation, Alan faced loneliness and came to understand that nothing was more precious than the love of Denise and the family they had built together. His profound remorse drove him to make amends, step by step proving his sincerity to Denise and striving to earn back her trust. After a period of distance, Alan and Denise chose to reconcile, refusing to let the love of their youth be destroyed by mistakes and crises. They came to understand that no matter how many challenges they faced, their love was deeper and stronger than any obstacle. Alan remains forever grateful for Denise's decision to forgive, allowing them to rebuild their relationship on a foundation of honesty and grace. Together, they not only had each other, but also their 3 beautiful daughters, Maddie, Alexandra, and Danny, little angels who brought endless meaning and inspiration to their lives. Their family helped Alan regain balance and reminded him of life's true values. The children were not just a source of pride, but also a powerful motivation, and it was his love for them that inspired deeply emotional songs like Drive for Daddy Jean and Remember When. Through these melodies, Alan shared stories of family, love, and sacrifice, dedicating them to those who meant the most to him. After weathering the storms of their marriage, Alan and Denise Jackson not only repaired their relationship, but also rediscovered the deeper values of their love. One of the most emotional moments, symbolizing their renewed bond, came when Denise gifted Alan a special present during Christmas, a 1955 Ford Thunderbird, the very first car Alan owned in his youth. This car was not just a prized possession for Alan, but also a treasured piece of his fondest teenage memories. Alan once shared that, at the age of 15, he had saved up to buy this car, and it brought him confidence and pride during the formative years of his life. However, after getting married, Alan had to sell the car to make a down payment on their first home, a necessary decision, but one that came with regret. Years later, Denise secretly searched for and repurchased that exact car. When she presented it to Alan, he initially thought it was merely a similar model. But when Denise revealed that it was the very same car from their past, Alan was moved to tears. The gift not only brought back memories of their sweet early days, but also demonstrated the profound love and appreciation Denise had for her husband. That moment served as a reminder that, despite the challenges they had faced, they chose to stay together, building their love on a foundation of forgiveness, care, and sincerity. Alan Jackson's life seemed to have entered a phase of tranquility after enduring countless trials. But in 2010, a sudden and devastating blow struck, placing his family before their greatest challenge yet. Denise Jackson, Alan's steadfast companion through years of highs and lows, was diagnosed with cervical cancer. Cervical cancer is one of the most common cancers in women, progressing through 4 stages and posing a severe threat to health if not detected early. In its early stage, cancer cells are confined to the cervix, with nearly a 100% cure rate if identified through Pap smear or HPV DNA tests. Effective treatment methods often include surgical removal or localized radiation therapy. However, as the disease advances to later stages, the cancer spreads to surrounding tissues or lymph nodes, requiring more complex treatments such as combined chemotherapy and radiation. By stage 4, the final stage, cancer metastasizes to distant organs like the lungs or liver, reducing the 5-year survival rate to only 15 to 20%. The word cancer hit like a fatal blow, causing their world to seemingly collapse. Denise, a woman known for her radiance, resilience, and unwavering support for Alan, now faced immense physical and emotional pain. The prolonged chemotherapy sessions left her exhausted, her body weakened, her hair falling out, and her face pale and drained. Their daily lives were completely upended as this life-threatening illness loomed over Denise's very survival. Although few details about her treatment were publicly shared, it's easy to imagine the harsh and grueling ordeal she endured. At the time, in 2010, cervical cancer remained one of the leading threats to women's health in the United States. According to statistics from the American Cancer Society, approximately 12,000 women were diagnosed with cervical cancer each year, with nearly 4,000 deaths annually. This meant over 30 women faced this death sentence every day. For Denise, the diagnosis felt like standing on the brink between life and death. Despite advancements in medicine, the emotional toll and fear of losing a loved one weighed heavily on Alan and the entire family. For Alan, the devastating news was a monumental shock. From an artist accustomed to standing strong before thousands of fans, he suddenly found himself a husband powerless to alleviate his wife's pain. Yet instead of succumbing to despair, Alan put his career and the spotlight on hold to be by Denise's side during her darkest moments. Long days in the hospital, every hand he held, every word of encouragement, and every worried glance became a source of strength for Denise to keep fighting. During this dark period, Alan poured his love and anguish into his music. He penned the song "When I Saw You Leaving" as a heartfelt confession, a prayer for the woman he loved most. The song was more than a melody. It was the deepest expression of his emotions as he watched his life partner battle the disease. Despite the pain and exhaustion, Denise faced each treatment session with resilience. In the embrace of Alan and their 3 daughters, she found her reason to fight. Denise once shared, "When you know you're loved and needed, it gives you the strength to overcome anything." The love of her family became her guiding light, helping her push through her fears and relentless suffering. The battle stretched on for months, and then a miracle happened. The treatments concluded, Denise's health began to recover, and cervical cancer was ultimately defeated. It was a triumph not only for Denise, but also for the unwavering love and faith that bound them together. For Alan, the experience was life-changing. He once said, "We thought we were going to lose everything, but we realized that love is the one thing that can never be defeated." Notably, cervical cancer remains a significant concern today. According to the American Cancer Society's 2023 estimates, approximately 13,960 new cases and over 4,300 deaths from the disease occurred in the United States. While the rates have declined due to HPV vaccinations and early screenings, cervical cancer still haunts thousands of families. Reflecting on Denise's journey, it's easy to grasp the immense pressure and fear Alan Jackson's family endured during those trying years. Denise's victory was not just a miracle, but a testament to the strength of family and resilience in the face of adversity. But their trials were far from over. Just as it seemed the storms had passed, another battle emerged, this time with Alan Jackson's own health. In 2018, Alan Jackson's family endured another heartbreaking tragedy when his eldest daughter, Maddie, lost her husband, Ben Seligman, in a devastating accident. Ben, only 28 years old, suffered a severe head injury while trying to help someone onto a boat. Despite being rushed to the hospital and receiving intensive care, he tragically passed away. Ben's sudden death left an irreparable void in Maddie's life and brought profound sorrow to Alan and Denise, who had always considered Ben as one of their own. Alan publicly expressed his gratitude to fans for their support during such a difficult time. He described Ben as a devoted man who loved his family and embodied all the qualities they had hoped for in a husband for Maddie. It's heartbreaking to lose someone so young, especially when Ben was not just Maddie's husband, but a vital part of our family, Alan shared. Despite her immense grief, Maddie chose to transform her pain into meaningful action. She founded a charitable organization to support women and orphans, continuing the legacy of compassion that her family had always upheld. This organization became not only a tribute to Ben, but also a way for Maddie to regain strength, rise above her loss, and make a positive impact on the community. Alan and Denise remain deeply proud of Maddie, who turned her personal anguish into a driving force to help others. Through the somber melodies of Alan's songs, listeners can feel the unspeakable loss he endured, but they also witness the enduring strength of love and compassion, values that the Jackson family holds dear. After enduring unimaginable losses, it seemed that Alan Jackson and his family could finally set their trials aside and move forward in peace. But fate had yet another test in store for them. In 2021, Alan stunned the country music world and his fans by publicly revealing that he had been diagnosed with Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease, a rare hereditary neurological disorder. In an emotional statement, Alan shared that this disease had long been present in his family, passed down from his father. Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease is not life-threatening, but it is cruel in its own way. It gradually weakens the muscles, impairs mobility, and affects balance. For Alan, who had spent over 3 decades on stage, the disease robbed him of not just physical freedom, but also led to misunderstandings about his condition. His unsteady steps and faltering gait were often misinterpreted as exhaustion or intoxication. Addressing this, Alan said with emotion, "If you see me staggering on stage, it's not because I'm tired or drunk. It's the battle I fight every single day." The disease is also challenging to confront because it is rare and currently has no cure. In the United States, only 1 in 2,500 people is affected by Charcot-Marie-Tooth, with approximately 3 million patients worldwide. Current treatments, such as physical therapy, orthotic devices, or surgery, only manage symptoms and maintain basic mobility. However, amidst the grim outlook, new advancements in medicine are offering glimmers of hope. Researchers at the UCL Queen Square Institute of Neurology have introduced a novel treatment strategy, and gene therapy is being clinically tested to improve patients' conditions. Although still in its early stages, these developments bring renewed hope for millions, including Alan Jackson. Despite the challenges posed by the disease, Alan refuses to let it define his life. Every step may now be a struggle, but he continues to appear on stage, holding the microphone and singing with all the love he has for music. What his body can no longer do, his heart and voice make up for with unwavering strength. "I'll sing until I can't sing anymore. That's all I want to do," Alan declared. Standing steadfastly by his side is Denise Jackson. After her own battle with cancer, she now serves as Alan's unwavering pillar of support in this new fight. Denise, more than anyone, understands the pain and exhaustion Alan endures. She remains by his side during his weakest moments, reminding him that he is never alone. Her devotion is not just love, it is resilience and the unwavering commitment of a life partner ready to face every storm with him. The story of Alan Jackson and Denise is not merely one of battling illness, but also a testament to love and faith in life. Despite the physical limitations, Alan holds on to his passion and undying love for music. His image on stage, with legs no longer steady, but eyes still burning with determination, has become a symbol of courage. As Alan himself said, "I may grow weaker, but the music will live on." And that, indeed, is his greatest legacy, a heart that never surrenders to fate. At 65 years old, country music legend Alan Jackson is closing the curtain on a career spanning over 3 decades with his farewell tour, Last Call, One More for the Road. This tour is not only a tribute to the fans who have stood by him, but also an emotional goodbye as he shifts his focus to family and personal life. The tour will kick off in Boston on August 2nd, 2024, and conclude in Milwaukee on May 17th, 2025, covering 10 major cities across the United States. Each stop will mark the final chapter of his storied performing journey. My fans come to my shows wanting to hear the songs that made me who I am, and I'm always happy to give them that, Alan shared. Featuring iconic hits like Chattahoochee, It's 5 O'Clock Somewhere, and Remember When, Alan promises fans an unforgettable experience. However, he emphasizes that this isn't a somber farewell, but a joyous celebration of music, filled with gratitude and happiness. Alan's decision to retire stems from 2 primary reasons. First, he has been living with Charcot-Marie tooth disease, CMT, a chronic neurological disorder that affects mobility in his hands and feet. Inherited from his father, the condition has made performing increasingly challenging over the years. "I want to step back while I can still perform the way I want to," Alan admitted. Second, after more than 30 years of touring across the US and the world, Alan wishes to spend more time with his family. With his daughters now grown and his role as a grandfather bringing him profound joy, he cherishes this new phase of life. "I already have 1 grandchild, and another one is on the way. It's a wonderful blessing, and it makes me want to stay home more," he shared. Beyond expressing gratitude to his fans, the tour carries a meaningful purpose. $1 from every ticket sold will be donated to the CMT Research Foundation, supporting research for the disease Alan is battling. Special VIP packages also offer fans the chance to attend pre-show parties at AJ's Good Time Bar, Alan's popular Nashville establishment. Alan has revealed that after the tour, he plans to enjoy his twilight years with family on their farm outside Nashville. While he won't be performing full-time, Alan assures fans that his creative spark is still alive. He will continue to write music and is open to releasing new projects in the future. With a strong presence on platforms like YouTube and his official website, Alan remains closely connected to his fans, sharing new music and updates about his life. "Some of the best moments come at the very end, and this is a moment you won't want to miss," Alan said. With that message, Last Call, One More for the Road is not just a farewell tour. It's a reminder that Alan's music will live on forever in the hearts of his fans. Despite enduring some of life's most harrowing challenges, Alan Jackson and Denise remain steadfastly by each other's side, a living testament to love and resilience. Their journey is not merely a story of music and fame, but also one of unyielding determination in the face of adversity. From Denise's life-threatening battle with cancer to Alan's ongoing fight with Charcot-Marie tooth disease. Yet through it all, Alan continues to stand on stage with pride and unwavering love for his craft. As he once said, "I'll sing until I can't sing anymore." And as always, standing beside him is Denise, the life partner who has weathered every storm with him, providing the strength for him to carry on. What do you think of this incredible journey of courage and perseverance? Share your thoughts and words of encouragement in the comments below to cheer on Alan Jackson. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to discover more inspiring stories. See you in the next video.